How's it going, guys? Mike here, and I am just another UK gamer, and today we'll be doing another episode of my top 5. This time it's not a top 5 Friday, it's just a normal top 5. More specifically, being the top 5 reasons why you guys should be hyped for Infinite Warfare Zombies. We have had the trailer, we've had some gameplay, and we've had some interviews with the guys who created it, and honestly, I can say I am mega hyped for this game. Hopefully, you guys are just as much as me, because honestly, I can't notice like mega changes in between the way that Black Ops Zombies plays and the way that this one changed. It feels like the same game to me, just different creators. Now, I think honestly I've waffled on more than enough, and let's jump in to the number 5 spot of why you should be hyped for Infinite Warfare Zombies. Okay, taking the number 5 spot is probably the most obvious and the most uninteresting one that you guys might want to skip. But it's just the simple fact of it's zombies, guys. It says it all in its name. It is zombies. It is the best game that I've possibly ever played. We don't need mega things to be hyped. We don't need multiple types of gameplay. All that we needed was that little first bit of gameplay just so we could see. Is it going to be double jump? Is it going to be something completely weird? Or is it going to follow the same kind of zombie mechanics that we know? And that question got answered. So now, any of you guys that have honestly said for the past few years, I've loved zombies, I'm a massive zombies fan, then that's enough to be hyped for the game. For me, when I seen that first bit of gameplay, that was it. I was in. I was on board. I was like, come on, let's get this game already. We've got months to wait, and I can't wait to play it already. So yeah, guys, this is probably the most uninteresting one out of the lot. But honestly, this is probably should have been number 1. It's just the fact that it probably wasn't the most interesting thing to talk about number 1. But if you are really a fan of zombies, you guys are already hyped. And I know that about probably 100% of you, 100% of you guys that like zombies, you are definitely hyped for this game. But maybe there's a few people that just are like, it's a bit weird. It's not like what we used to play. But to me, guys, it's all the same game, and I can honestly not wait to get my hands onto it. So now that we've got the most uninteresting one to talk about out of the way, how about we move into something a little bit more interesting and jump into the number 4 spot of why you guys should be excited about Infinite Warfare Zombies. Coming in at number 4 is the fact that this game is actually boots on the ground. Now, for a while, this has been the main topic that's been talked about, because as soon as we seen the Infinite Warfare trailer, bearing in mind this was for campaign, this wasn't for multiplayer, this wasn't for zombies, this was just for campaign, but straight away they showed them being in space. Now, at first, that gives the first impression that, oh right, the game's completely set in space, because the cover art that was first leaked was someone holding a space helmet. Then they show us them shooting people in space. Then they show them flying ships in space. So then what are we meant to think? We're meant to think, oh crap, is zombies and multiplayer going to be boots off ground as well? Now, multiplayer has been confirmed to have wall running and all the double jumping and all that kind of stuff, but obviously they quickly confirmed as soon as zombie stuff was released that this is in fact boots on ground. So that, my friends, is music to my ears. I was so goddamn worried that we're going to go back to another Exo Zombies, because in my opinion, Exo Zombies was okay, but it just didn't work for me because the zombies were double jumping as well. I mean, come on, that just ruins the fun of the game. I don't want to be double jumping away from it. You can literally get away from the zombies just by boost jumping forward, and that's not the fun of zombies. Training around and testing your skill, that is the fun of zombies. So yeah, guys, it's actually boots on ground, and that is why it is in my top 5. So let's jump in to the number 3 spot. Coming in at number 3 is the fact that the perks are actually still the exact same as what we already know. These have just been renamed to something completely different. Now, I made a more in-depth video on my last news video if you guys want to check that out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go quickly through the perk names just so you guys can see they're just exactly the same. So, we've got Get Up and Atoms, which is Quick Revive. We've got Racing Stripes, which is Stamina Up. We've got Slappy Tappy, which is increased melee damage. Now, this isn't a perk. This is actually a Gobblegum that was in Black Ops 3. That was one where you knife him. It was called Swordflay and increased melee damage. This is now a perk for some reason, I don't know. We've then got Bomb Stoppers, which is a possible PhD flopper or just explosive damage resistance. More on the side of damage resistance, because Dolphin Diving will not be coming back. I'm probably about 95 to 100% sure that Dolphin Diving will not be coming back. We then got Tough Enough, which is Juggernog. We've got Bang Bangs, which is Double Tap. Blue Bolts, which is Electric Cherry. We've got Quickies, which is Speed Colon. We've got Mule Munches, which is Mule Kick. And obviously we got Trailblazer, which is Banana Colada. So there is actually a few new perks in there, and they actually mentioned in an interview there is more perks. They've just not showed them all yet. There is still a few more new perks that we haven't actually used before. So yeah, guys, it's actually really nice to know that when we're going into this zombies game, it's just going to be the same experience of what we've already had in the past, just with different perk names, just with different gun names, different maps, a different storyline. it's still the exact same zombie mechanics as we're used to. So we're going to be getting the original perks, and how we get these perks isn't known yet. I don't know how we get them. I'm pretty sure it's the Fate and Fortune cards that you get out of the machine, and that's how you get your perks. Or maybe this is a different way. I think they might be for different things like stuff to power up your weapons. I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure, and I'll do my research on that. So yeah, guys, it's actually so nice knowing that the perks are just staying the exact same. And let's jump into the second spot of today's show. Coming in at number 2 is something that everyone's going to be excited to hear about, and this is actually old weapons being brought back into Infinite Warfare Zombies. Now, the first one is the Ripper. As you can see by the little video clip playing over and over again on the screen, something that people missed is actually the guy was holding the Ripper in his hand, and none of us noticed this because of how hyped we were and how fast the trailer was moving along. And just, it's when we stop the video, we look through it frame by frame, that we actually find this kind of stuff. For anyone that didn't know, the Ripper is actually like a hybrid weapon from Call of Duty Ghost that you switch between auto rifle and submachine gun. I'm sorry, I'm calling it an auto rifle. I know it's assault rifle. I've just been playing a lot of Destiny recently. But yeah, this was a switch weapon where you can switch the sights and switch the rate of fire of the gun. The second gun that's coming back is actually the Intervention. Now, I thought I would never see this gun again. Actually, let me take that back. I actually thought in every single COD that we've seen, they were going to bring this gun back because it's the gun that everyone's talking about. Obviously, it was an Infinity Ward gun, so it only means that Infinity Ward will bring this back. It only seems fair, and it actually seems that I've done this. Now, if you look in this little screenshot that I'm showing you here, the little video clip playing over and over again, we missed this because of how fast the trailer was going. He's holding an Intervention in his hand, and none of us even noticed this. And now that I know this, I am so goddamn hyped. 2 weapons that were great in the past are now returning. Hopefully that means the Intervention is returning to multiplayer, because that'll be so sick. If we get a beta, I'm pretty sure they're going to give us a multiplayer beta soon. We'll find out. Hopefully that'll be a sniper we can use, and hopefully we'll find out if the Intervention is returning. Now let's jump in to the number 1 spot of today's show. Taking my number 1 spot of today's show is something that everyone was worried about the entire time. I know they were worried about boots on ground, but this is the thing that keeps zombies the same tradition as it is every single time it comes out, and that is Easter eggs and wonder weapons. And of course a storyline, but the storyline is just something that needs to be there anyway for the game to actually make sense. But they have confirmed that there is wonder weapons, and I'm pretty sure they showed like a freeze gun that was one of the wonder weapons. I'm pretty sure they've already shown that gameplay, and the gun looks absolutely immense. They've said there's going to be tons and tons of Easter eggs. There's going to be little smaller ones for the people that are new to it, or like as advanced as looking into it. Then there's going to be new stuff like ciphers and stuff that actually links to the storyline. They've not confirmed there's going to be like just boss fights like Black Ops. Now, they were the best Easter eggs where you got to find steps to go to the boss fight and complete it. They haven't said that there's going to be a massive boss fights at the end and stuff like that, but they have confirmed that there's going to be Easter eggs, and there's going to be plenty of them in Zombies in Spaceland. Some of them on the easy side that just don't do anything, or maybe upgrade a weapon. Some of them on the more difficult side like ciphers, where we're actually going to understand the storyline a little bit more. So honestly, hearing all of this news has made me so good. I'm excited now because we've got the original perks. It's boots on ground, we've got wonder weapons, we've got an Easter egg, we've got weapons coming back. It's just, it feels like old Call of Duty Zombies to me. It doesn't feel like anything is changing. Honestly, I cannot wait for the new chapter in Zombies. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up my top 5 reasons of why you guys should be hyped about Infinite Warfare Zombies. I'm pretty sure you guys can think of a million other ways, but honestly, these were the main 5 things that I think were the top 5, because these are the things that make Zombies the tradition it is. And now seeing that these are all back, these are the 5 reasons why we should be hyped, and we shouldn't even be worried. Like people have said, Infinity Ward, they've got this. They've never let us down in the past. Maybe with Ghosts, people have said, like Call of Duty Ghosts. I don't think they did. That's just my opinion. They don't let us down. So honestly, I didn't think they were going to let us down this time, and I am super excited for Infinite Warfare Zombies. If you've liked the video, then please do go and give it a like. All the support means so much to me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch yous in another video.